We need to stop racism. Kill it. Let it start from you today. Hey guys, how are you all doing? It's your girl Cindy, and I'm back again today with another gist. I trust you guys are doing great. Happy Easter in advance. It is Friday, of course, Good Friday. I hope you guys are enjoying your holidays. Thank you so much for clicking to watch this video. So I just want us to quickly see this video today and talk about it. This black lady right here was calling out white female teachers. Now, according to her caption, it says white female teachers on TikTok are Karens, not victims. And she proceeds to share a story which we are going to hear from her. And of course, a lot of people stitched her video literally agreeing to what she said. Please check this video out.
There's been an influx of teachers, specifically white female teachers, that have been coming to TikTok to document the disrespect and talk about why they're leaving teaching. So let's talk about it. Like, I saw this one video of this teacher that the students was just sitting there like cussing at her, like calling out her name, all this other shit. And she was just sitting there recording, right? That makes great content. And that queries me. Why are them babies cussing at you? Why are they cussing at you? You don't want to record the shit that you did to them before that, but you want to record their reaction. That's why when them kids blow up and start being y'all ass, y'all love to hop on the internet starting to GoFundMe. Oh, I was a teacher, I was assaulted. Tell them what y'all do. Tell them what y'all do. Y'all are fucking Karens. Just the same way that Karen's Karen in Walmart is the same way that Karen's Karen in school. I grew up with Karen teachers. I was labeled a problem student. One of my teachers, my 6th grade year, she called my mom's job so much. My mother was demoted from her position. We got set back into poverty because of that shit. This bitch called my mom every single day. I could not breathe. I remember one time I brought some hot chips and shit to school, and everybody was like, hey, can I get some? Can I get some? I'm like, okay. I'm getting up from the cafeteria, sharing with everybody. And then she just calls me over there and she's like, give me your food. And I'm like, no, this is my lunch. Like, it's candy, but it's my lunch. She's like, give it to me. And I'm like, girl, this is all I have to eat for the rest of the day. She's like, I don't care. Give it to me. So I give it to her, and I just fucking snap. I literally was in the fucking principal's office crying, heaving, throwing myself on the ground because nobody knew that this lady was harassing me every fucking day. Every time I walk in her classroom, I can't breathe wrong. I can't say the wrong thing. I'm gonna get suspended. So you fucking Karens, y'all think y'all slick running a TikTok trying to be victims, trying to demonize black children for views, but it's not going, because I want to know the shit that happened before that. Why y'all love to sit there, oh my gosh, this is why I'm quitting teaching. I don't get paid enough of this. Okay,
I believe that what she was saying in essence is this. The teacher started recording the kids when they were cussing at her. Now she's saying that why didn't she record what she did to them? This is what I usually tell, some of my friends that are happy, to teach. I said to them, if you don't have patience, you just have to go and buy one. Yes, you just have to go and buy one, especially if you are going to teach kids. Please don't get me wrong. Don't get me wrong. Teaching is not easy, okay? But you just have to treat people equally. Anyways, a lot of white people came for her in the comments. She quickly deleted the video. Obviously, she tagged them. Now, I have put together a few stitches. Let's just hear what people are saying, and I'm going to show you some random comments I grabbed towards the end of this video.
There's been an influx of teachers, specifically white female teachers, that have been coming to TikTok to document.
I don't know how else to word this. I totally agree with you. Please go watch this creator's video. I have witnessed this. So I'm a substitute teacher. I subbed in the same district I went to as a kid, and I even subbed for the same schools and classes that I had as a kid. These teachers are starting their stories way after they've already like aggravated the kids or provoked the kids. I live in the same house I grew up in. I still live with my parents, and so my house is about 3 minutes away from the school that I teach at, that I substitute more at. And so these kids do not match the demographic of their teachers. These teachers are not matching the demographic of their kids. These teachers go into these inner city schools. Now, for reference, my school that I mainly sub at, they are about 15 miles away from downtown. And these teachers live about 45 minutes, 30 miles away from the schools that they teach at. And so they're not waking up and seeing the same things their students are. They're not going to sleep and hearing and seeing the same things that their kids are. I live on the same street as a couple of my kiddos from all over the district. From the middle school and elementary school I mainly sub at. I see them on the way home. I see them whenever they get off the bus. I go to sleep to the same loud music and parties and gunshots, and I wake up to the same things that they do. And so I know what these kids go through on a daily basis. These kids have such hard lives that none of these teachers could ever comprehend. And it's not all of them. It's very much just a millennial to middle-aged white teacher who lives in the suburbs, who cannot begin to comprehend what their students go through outside of schools. They don't know how these kids are disciplined at home. They don't know if these kids have support systems at home. Some of these kids don't live with mom and dad. Some of these kids live with grandparents. Some of these kids have one parent. And so by the time they make these videos of their kids yelling at them, it's like, no, sometimes you need to have patience with these kids. They are learning how the world works. I don't yell at kids at all. I'm not their parent. I'm not getting paid enough to yell at them. I don't care enough to yell at them. As long as they're being safe and respectful, we're good. But you also have to show them respect, and I think a lot of teachers have this. I'm not gonna show respect to kids. They're my students. I think they have that attitude towards them, and they're running their classroom like fascists. Aren't allowed to question their authority. You're not allowed to ask questions, and so students are going to retaliate. By the time they take out their phone and record their video, there's so much that you are not seeing that has led up to this point, because I've never had kids yell at me like that, the way these teachers are posting. And I've been all over the district.
There's been an influx of teachers, specifically white female teachers, that have been coming to TikTok.
I relate to that creator a lot because I've seen it happen. I have seen several teachers intentionally provoke students in order to get them in some type of trouble. I'll say it right now. If what I'm about to say doesn't apply to you, let it go, let it fly. I'm not talking about you. That's one of the reasons why I'm about diversifying the education workforce, because as it stands right now, almost 80% of teachers are, but only 45% of students in the US are. So right there, that's an issue. Research has shown that the implicit bias that a lot of teachers hold does affect the student outcomes of students of color. And on top of that, a lot of teachers don't understand the behaviors their students of color exhibit because they didn't grow up the way some of their students of color did. Mom and dad might not be around, doubled up in apartments, not much food to eat. Am I saying what they're going through makes that behavior okay? Not at all. But the lack of understanding teachers have does hurt them.
There's been an influx of teachers, specifically white female teachers, that have been coming to TikTok to document.
So this young lady posted a video, and she is referring to trauma that she's experienced from she calls them caring teachers, and they exist. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm a teacher, and those caring teachers exist. And they will turn the problem around, and it is the children who are wild, the children who are heathens and animals, and yeah, they're just, it's not their teaching methods, it's the students. You know, no child has ever changed in the history of children. Let me say that again. No child has changed in the history of children. In fact, if anything, the children now are smarter and more intelligent than the children of the past, and I'll explain why. But there is an influx in TikTok's videos, and I have been very quiet about it because there are gatekeepers that are telling teachers like me, who have never had a classroom management problem, to keep our mouths shut because it doesn't do any good. Don't shame the weaker teacher. You know, they're doing the best they can. You don't know, what their teaching style is. Well, I know what their discipline style is. It's zero. It's nothing. They really have no plan, and I have actually sat with some of these people and coached them and said, why don't you try doing this? Why don't you try doing that? And they will say, that's not who I am. You need to be firm. Do you have a firm voice? When you give a consequence, do you follow through? That's not who I am. Then I will see these people and their children, and I get it. It's not the Karens that we're seeing these TikTok videos from. No, we're seeing the video from a younger set of teachers who would probably in their own home are gentle parents. And they do not know how to be firm. They do not know how to follow through. They become overwhelmed with arguing. They're not used to that. They want the plan that they've been told that will work on their own children to work in the classroom setting. But see, I have a problem with these teachers blaming the children. It's time to look at themselves, and they should quit if they're overwhelmed.
There's been an influx of teachers, specifically white female teachers, that have been coming to TikTok to document.
I just wanted to piggyback off of this. And this young lady is telling very much the truth. As a school facilitator, as a mentor in Baltimore City, I've seen some fucked up shit and seen some kids do some fucked up shit. But most of the time, these white teachers that are documenting everything are not the victim. In fact, they are the aggressor. But anyway, okay, story time. When I was in the 3rd grade, I went to a school called University Meadows. This was in Charlotte, North Carolina, West Mecklenburg County. I was in 3rd grade, and me and another student, who were the only black students in our class, was told that we did great in school. We were, great attendance. It's only 2 weeks of school, by the way. And we deserve Wendy's. We was doing so amazing. So me and this young man get excited because we're going to Wendy's. We're doing great in school. We're proud to tell our parents. So once we get to Wendy's, this lady said, "Is your mama a crackhead? Is your daddy a crackhead? Who raised you? Are you from the ghetto?" Like all the racist, stereotypical questions that you can ask a person at such a young age, were asked. And I believe that me and this young man was already schooled by our parents on the fuck shit that, Charlotte, North Carolina teachers be on. Especially West Mecklenburg County. They are racist. We both was like, no, our parents aren't crackheads, no. So I went home and I told my grandmother, and my grandmother tore that fucking school apart. And it didn't dawn on me that this lady is a racist. It didn't really dawn on me until one day, me and a young man was in class, and we were walking behind her, and she literally got shook, scared, and ran off. To the point we noticed, and we literally would say, "Boo!" and she would run. This lady had no experience with teaching black children, let alone the black community. And in fact, she was a racist. So, she would throw little microaggressions out there to us, only being in the 3rd grade. I can imagine what she has done after us or, in her other job fields. So yes, these women are not victims. In fact, most of them are the aggressor. Why do you think they don't record everything? Think about it.
Okay, now we have seen some stitches. I just want to say this. Hear me out. Now, as a teacher, if you are not comfortable for some reason teaching, some certain group of students, why taking up the job in that school? It is just simple. Don't apply to teach in that school. Because literally, racism is still here. There are some white people that are not even comfortable sharing a table with a black person, sharing a seat with a black person. Then why applying to teach in that school? Again, teaching is not easy. It doesn't matter the color of your skin. But if you have passion to teach, please teach well. Like, teach very well. Treat students, all the students, treat them equally. And if you feel that you want to record, maybe something is happening, make sure you record from the beginning. Don't start recording when the person is cussing at you and you portray yourself as the victim. Start recording from the beginning. Record your own part. What transpired? What triggered this person? What did you do? If you feel that you want to record. I have seen literally multiple videos on TikTok. Like, this is not the first video I'm seeing on TikTok, basically. If you have the passion to teach as a white person, as a black person, teach very well. Treat everyone equally. And please make sure you have the patience because students are gonna like, I understand, okay? I understand. But I mean, okay. Anyways, I took some screenshots of comments randomly so you guys can see what other people said. Like I said, she deleted the video because they came for her in the comments. But I just thought I should bring this video here. If you are a teacher or perhaps you have experienced this, let us know in the comments. Guys, thank you all so much for watching. Don't forget to like this video, share, comment, and of course, come back for another video. I'm going to see you all in my next one. We need to stop racism. Kill it. Let it start from you today. Take care, guys. Thanks for watching. Bye.